Okay, first time that Legend has been saddled. He's done pretty good, but I have a feeling when he takes off with it on his back, he might freak out. Good morning, friends. This morning we're putting halters on a bunch of our horses, and that shouldn't sound like a big deal, but Blake and I have spent an hour now to getting halters on these horses. We have a bunch right now, and a lot of times we're asked what we have for sale. It's hard to respond to so many questions, especially if people are just interested, and I don't blame you, I get interested too, but when people are just asking to ask, it's hard to respond to so many. So anyway, I'm going to show you some of the horses we have right now and let you know how much we're selling them for and where they're at in their training. And if you're interested, then you can contact us. So Blake's trying to put a halter on Legend here, so let's see how that goes. But before I show you all these horses, I want to show you the coolest flashlight. Here on the farm, we need a good flashlight for all that we do because we're always out checking horses after dark, or we're irrigating or whatever, and this is the coolest flashlight. So check it out. We were messing around with it last night. We're so excited about it. So watch this. Hey guys, I'm sitting here in my hay barn, sitting on some hay, and I am so excited about this flashlight. This thing is crazy. Olight company sent us one of their flashlights, and they have a flash sale that's starting tonight that you got to get on and get one of these things. They are amazing. It produces up to 1750 lumens. I mean, I'm in the barn with a little teeny flashlight. This is the only light I have, and this is crazy. This is just awesome. It's rechargeable, it's little. Look at this little teeny thing. It's got some cool features like, I'm gonna turn it off here, so I'll be in the dark. Okay, so if I turn it on, it goes just kind of a minimum light. You've probably turned on a flashlight before and had it just blind you. Well, minimum, then oh, sorry, I did it wrong. Okay, so there's my minimum light. So I can just kind of see where my keys are, or I'm camping or whatever. So there you go. But then I push it again, it gets a little brighter, and then it goes up to 1750 lumens. And so you don't blind yourself when you turn it on, but you can get it so bright, it's just awesome. So I'm sitting here in my hay barn because it's windy out there. Hopefully this wind's gonna produce some moisture and bring in some monsoons. That's what we're hoping. But this thing is just awesome. Check them out. Go to Olight and put in the promotional code or coupon code FARM66. You'll get a discount, and if you do it within the next 24 hours, they're going to give you a free gift. So anyway, this thing is just crazy awesome. You just plug it, you just put a little magnet charger here. It's rechargeable. It stays charged for, I think it's up to 45 hours or something. It's like crazy how long this thing will stay charged. On the farm, we're always needing a good light because we're out irrigating right now. After I'm done video on this, I've got to feed the horses, and this is just awesome. I would be out by the horses showing you, but with the wind, you wouldn't be able to hear very well. It's also got a built-in proximity sensor, so if there's something too close, it's going to go down in brightness, so you're not, again, like I say, I've had flashlights just brighten me in the eyes so bad that I can't see anything. Anyway, super excited about this. Like I say, you can go there anytime and put in our promotional code FARM66 to get a discount. But if you want a free gift, do it within the next 24 hours. Hope you like this thing. I'm loving it. I'm not gonna shine it at you because it would blind you. It's that bright. But like I say, I'm in the barn. This is the only light I have is a flashlight, and look at this. This is pretty awesome. So it's the Olight flashlight company. Olight is what you need to look up, and we'll have a link below. But this new flashlight that's just coming out tonight is called the Warrior Mini 2. So the Warrior Mini is brand new. If you get yours tonight, and or within the next 24 hours, you'll get your free gift. And anyway, this thing is crazy awesome. Have a great night. So Legend is a beautiful gelding, but he was a stallion just weeks ago. And anyway, he's really calmed down and doing well, but he still doesn't like to be caught. And even though he's in this little teeny pen, he likes to turn his butt to you. So Blake's trying to mess with him so that he won't do that. And so you can see why putting halters on these horses that aren't trained real well, it can take an hour just to put halters on, especially when I walk you around and show you all the others that have halters on them. But this is Legend, and I don't know that we should tell you how he got his name. What do you think, Blake? Should we tell him?
It's a legend.
Look at that gray mare back there. We've been calling her a blue roan, but someone pointed out that they think she's gray, gonna turn gray, and I think they may be right, because she's got gray in her mane and tail. And all right, so you got a rope around him. So Blake's been over here about 10 minutes, and I just came over with the camera. Anyway, we call him Legend because even after he was castrated, he bred Shuggy. And we don't know if he settled her or not, but that's why Blake called him Legend. So kind of a cool name for a horse too. But he's one we would sell right now for $750, but that's just barely being halter broke. Like I say, once Blake gets a halter on him, he will he leads, but he's just barely making any progress here. We just haven't had much time. For the little amount of time we've had with him, he's done real well. But like I say, he's a good horse. He's smart. See, he keeps
smart enough to hide his nose.
Yeah, he's hiding his nose from Blake. Blake's got a rope around his neck, so that makes it where Blake has a little bit of control. But obviously, a 1,000-pound horse has more power than Blake does. But Blake's, once he gets it over that note, there we go. Good job, bud. You and Legend did good. So we just wanted to show you, we're not even gonna show you some of our horses we call our keeper horses. Our keepers are our registered horses. Clementine and Penny and Cherry and Lex and Chipper and 66. Yeah, there's a lot of those too. So these are just our project horses, and these are horses that have come off the reservation or that we got at the auction. So let's show you what we got. But like I say, with no more training, we would sell him for $750 today. Talk to me next week and it may be up from there, because the more training we put into him, the more we're gonna be able to charge for him. But he's a beautiful horse. So anyway, we got to clean up outside this tack shed now that we did the tack shed makeover. It's ready to put things back in there. We have a ton of horses right now, and let me show you kind of what we got. And for the horse that's just learning to lead, it helps that I'm walking behind just to add a little bit of pressure. Okay, this little Dunn stud colt is going to Texas. He should be leaving in a week, and so I'm excited about that. So he's already sold. Then we have this little paint filly here that is my nephew Nash is gonna get her. She's a cute little thing. Her mom is over at the Tin Barn Farm being trained right now, so this one's not available either. This Appaloosa mare and her baby here, We're gonna need to put some fly spray on them. They're beautiful. We think we've got someone that's gonna buy these two this week. So, but you could ask me next week if they're available. We're getting this little Appaloosa mare broke to lead, and she's calmed down a lot. She's barely to that point. Her little filly here is super gentle. So let's go around and tell them about the others.
All right.
So I don't know that we've named her. Let's call her Bluebell. Like Bluebell ice cream?
That's what we already named our old blue one.
Every blue run we get, we could call it. No, just kidding. What do you want to call it? Tell us what we got to call her. But okay, she is super gentle. It's like people used her as a pet, and they pet on her and stuff like that. But once you get a halter on her and tie her up, she leans back on it. She's broke several of our halters already, so we had to find our heaviest halter, and we're just trying to let her know that some restraint. But she is beautiful. I'd sell her for $1,000 right now. We don't know if she's in foal or not. She's kind of fat, but we don't know where she's at in that process. Okay, we already told you about Legend. Then we got this young man here, little gelding that we got out by Greasewood, Arizona.
Super gentle.
Yeah, he's gentle. And the guy we got him from, a friend of ours from YouTube, said that he had been saddling him. We haven't even had time to see where he's at other than halter him up today. We got this old black mare, and she is gentle as can be. She's probably 17 years old. She looks like she's in foal. Blake's got on her and rode her one day, and she was gentle. So we're gonna try to sell her. We'd sell her for $1,000. Then here's Frank, and isn't Frank looking amazing? He's one we got up by Ganado, Arizona. He was a hairy mess when we got him. We've dewormed him about 3 times. He's shedding off nice. We sent him to
losing some of it, but
yeah. We sent him to Tin Barn Farm for 30 days worth of. Okay, this is what young horses do. She was just pulling back on her halter, but so we sent her to Tin Barn Farm. They put 30 days on him. Oh, we castrated him also. So when we got him, he had worms. He was a stallion. He was really skittish. Actually, the day I went to pick him up, he spooked and jumped over a fence. He's come so far, and Tin Barn Farm took him for 30 days and just got him going really nice. You've maybe seen Blake ride Frank now. Our YouTube friends, some of you, named him Frank because of his blue eyes, like Frank Sinatra. So, old blue eyes. And anyway, kind of exciting. Good Simple Living, a YouTube channel from northern Idaho. Really awesome people. Started communicating with Tin Barn Farm while they were training him, and they want to get Frank. So we're gonna work with Tin Barn Farm to let them have Frank back, and they're gonna work a deal to get this horse up to Good Simple Living. So pretty exciting to have a channel as popular and as awesome as them with one of our horses that we've gotten off the reservation that'll now become a family horse. And
probably see snow for the first time up in Idaho.
Yeah, may see snow, may actually see rain.
Yeah.
And green. So, all right, Legend, you're doing pretty good. Okay, this is Shuggy, and Shuggy is a 2.5-year-old mare. She's gentle enough Blake could jump on her bare butt with a halter if you wanted to. Why don't you do that? Put the halter over, and I'll come back to you here in a second. Now this one's a gelding from out by Greasewood. We call him Cowboy, and he's had 7 rides on him, and we're excited to
show why we call him Cowboy, because it's brand.
Yeah, I will. Just a sec. I'll move him around. Come on. So see that cow skull brand on him. The guy said he had put 7 rides on him. We honestly just have not had a minute to put even 1 ride on him. So, but he's been gentle and real kind. You can tell some stallions have been biting on him and stuff. And but those will heal up, and we'll work with them on that. So this is Shuggy. She's 2.5 years old. She's gentle enough you can ride with a halter and lead rope. And she could be pregnant because Legend found her after he was gilded. So we'll see how that went. They say up to 30 days after they're gilded, they could have some semen in them that is potent. And so we wouldn't let her go. What do you think? How much would we sell her for? 1,500 right now, but at the end of the summer, if you keep riding and stuff like that,
she'd be a fun one to do a packing trip on. She just leads out so good.
Oh, she has a beautiful walk. 1,500 today. There'll be more later. And then this little girl, she is so skittish. She's gonna be a gray. She's kind of pulling that halter up over her head, but she is so wild. We had to put her in the chute just to put a halter on her. This is actually good progress, if you can believe it. At least she's learning some life lessons. And some of you may think we're being mean, but sometimes the best thing you can do to train these horses is tie them up. Just let them learn some restraint, learn that we're not here to hurt them. We would take 400 for her, as she is. And then here's Rawhide. And Rawhide is Blake's pride and joy right now. He loves this horse. Oh, and I'm not even, maybe I'll show you Spirit and that really poor horse we got at the auction. Anyway, this is Rawhide. He is, we're guessing, about a 10-year-old gilding. And he's just awesome. He's broke really well. He's a beautiful buckskin color, but with like a roan butt. So he's like a buckskin roan.
He's got socks on.
Yeah, he's got socks.
3 socks, and I love the roan in his hocks area.
Yeah. He's a beautiful big horse. He'll go in the water. He'll do anything Blake asks him to do. Yep. Blake's been loving this horse. Okay. I don't know what we're gonna call her, but she sure is having a hard time learning that she's not gonna get away by pulling back. But she's broke so many halters, she has got away with it. So now that we discovered a halter that will hold her, she's gonna get tied every day for a while.
I totally did not tie him.
Did you or did I?
I did.
All right, Legend, come on. So that's a few of our horses right now. And as you can see why it took us. Oh, and I don't think I talked about these two, did I? Okay, this is a yearling bay stud colt. Again, when they've been off on the reservation, there's a lot of older stallions that bite on them and really pick on them. And so that's why they come in looking kind of beat up, but they'll get better, and they'll do better. He's just a good looking little colt. Right now I'd sell him for $700. I'm not in a hurry to sell him. We may gild him and just break him in the fall or something when he gets a little bigger. And then we got this blue roan filly. And this blue roan filly is beautiful, pretty gentle. Once you get her caught, she likes to give you she just doesn't like to be caught, but once we get her caught, she leads well, and she's a pretty little thing. We'd let her go for $800 just with her blue roan color. She's got a lot of roan in her flanks and white on her tail. Anyway, there's a few of our horses. So if you ask what we have for sale now, you kind of know. I have 3 other horses that are over at Tin Barn Farm. They're training them for me. I gave them 3 horses in exchange for the 3 that they would train for me. So I've got 3 other horses that'll be coming back.
And Dad, we have 4 others out at pasture, both Chipper, Lex, Gold 66, and Polka.
Oh, that's right. We have horses everywhere right now. That's our horses that we're working on to sell. I will actually show you Spirit and that really poor looking stud that I got from the auction. He's putting on a little weight, but it takes him some time, especially running through the auction. I hadn't seen his teeth. I hadn't seen anything about him other than saw him run through the auction, and he looked younger than he was. He's an older horse, and so it's going to be hard to put weight on him, but he is gentle. So right now we're just letting him be out in the pasture, and we're feeding him alfalfa, and he's putting on weight slowly. So let me show you him. There's Spirit, and we've about decided there's a auction in southern Arizona that sells riding horses, performance horses, and an auction like that, horses would not go to slaughter because people are paying a good price for them, for a horse that they're impressed with and that they want to do something with. Blake would like to take the next month and get Spirit going really well, and we're going to take him and maybe Rawhide and 2 or 3 or 4 other horses down there and just see how we can do. It'll be a fun challenge, and it's kind of Blake's summer job to get these horses to a point that people would pay a good price for them at an auction. And we just think it might be a good move for us, because instead of selling horses one at a time, which we don't have so little time for, we could sell 5 or 6 in one day, because there'll be buyers there looking for good horses. So here's this poor old stud. Look how gentle he is. He's still super skinny. We've only had him a week. He's honestly putting some weight on. It's just slow, and at his age and as poor as he was, it'll take some time. But if we find someone that would give him a good home, we'd let him go real cheap. So let us know if you're interested in this project. But like I say, we'd let you have him really cheap if you're a good home. So all right, well, hopefully you've enjoyed seeing all of our horses. And like Blake said, it's really not all of our horses, it's just some of our horses, but hopefully you've enjoyed. Real quick, we brought 66 home to check a mare, see if she was ready to be bred, but we're gonna run him back out to the pasture where the other mares are. But he's sure looking good. Look how amazing he is. Blake, you wanna jump on him with a halter and lead rope and just show him how gentle he is? Hey, 66. Oh, don't go through there. How are you, boy? We're gonna show these guys. Some people have asked us to show you ride. We get so little time to ride him because we're so busy with all the projects. But check this out. Well, it's breeding season, and 66 was breeding mare just this morning, and yet look how quiet he is. Go ahead, bud. We're not gonna show it long, so just hop on. So pretty impressive when a stallion that's breeding is this quiet, and he's a gentleman. We love this horse, and he throws beautiful babies.
He's homozygous roan.
Homozygous roan, goes back to Pepto-Bismol on the top and bottom. And look at just how quiet he is with the halter. I'll bet you can back him up just with a halter, can't you? Look at that. Yeah, he's a beautiful boy.
Here, watch. Let me show from up here. I love looking at a stallion's neck, just how thick they are. He's a built guy, all the way up to his head. Super well built, super gentle, very well tempered. Everything. He's amazing.
Blake's been working with Cowboy here in the round pen, said he did great, and so he's gonna get on him.
I love his long mane.
Yeah. Okay, first time that Legend has been saddled. He just done pretty good, but I have a feeling when he takes off with it on his back, he might freak out. I hope he doesn't step in that lead rope. Good job, Legend. It's not gonna hurt you.
Oh, you're kicking up dust. That would have been a nice 8-second ride.
Yeah.
Very nice. Gee whiz, bro, you kicked up a lot of dust.
Man, see? You can buck all you want, and it didn't help you get the saddle off. He did good. He almost thinks he's safer if he stops with the saddle on, so you've got to force him into movement. There you go. Does that make sense? He stopped and he's like, oh, that feels better with the saddle stopped. So he's got to realize that he can still feel okay moving. Good. If he'll submit, take off the saddle and just reward him. That'll be great. Sounds great.